Okay, I guess I'm ready to start. I was trying to wait for somebody to sign on, but there's a lot of distractions here. My wife is a retired elementary school teacher, so we have an in-home Christian-based pre-K that we teach here every day, or she does. So you'll hear kids, you'll hear a lot of noise, a lot of distractions. That's something I deal with every day. So it gets stressful sometimes. That's why I retreat to the fence, to the swing, sometimes out to my pickup. But anyhow, I got stuff jumping up on my screen everywhere. Okay. First off, I want everybody to know that I told you I would check in with you occasionally. Meals, I haven't had any to post because I have been on a biblical fast, a church fast. So, that's nothing but water, liquid water, unsweet tea, black coffee.
Yep.
Now, I broke it just a little bit as far as the biblical fast by adding some half and half. I'm going to flip the camera a minute so I can show you. I added Horizon Organic half and half. When I can't go to the dairy and get the raw stuff, and they make their own half and half, the raw half and half. When I can't get it, this is what I use. Or I use that organic heavy whipping cream. And if you'll see on the back of this organic one, on the label, if I can get it to where to show, it's just organic cream and chillum gum. Some of the others, I'll show you another example in just a minute. This half and half, organic milk and organic cream. Let's go over here to the refrigerator. Now, here's one that's Land O'Lakes. Now this is a fat-free version. Let me flip the phone again. This is, flip. This is one I'm going to show you. This is one a lot of people, it's supposed to be healthy. Now, see the list of ingredients on this one? First ingredients, carrageenan. Carrageenan is a gut health destroyer. Avoid it at all costs. See this one here? Nothing but milk and cream. You need any? Okay. So, and then I'm going to show you their heavy whipping cream. See, this is Land O'Lakes heavy whipping cream. There's the list of ingredients. Polysorbic 80, carrageenan, disaccharides, every one of them are gut health destroyers. Stay away from those. Here's the Horizon again, heavy whipping cream, organic cream, chillum gum, that's all that's in it. Chillum gum, Dr. Livingood is at one time one of the challenges okayed it as being okay. Chillum gum is in a lot of the organic stuff. So, and then there was going on this theme, I made a post and someone asked me how to season my cast iron skillets. Well, I'm going to show you one that's seasoned right. You see my my shadow in there. When your cast iron is seasoned right, it'll work like a mirror. So what I'm going to show you now, I'm coming off of this fast. I haven't eaten anything in 3 days because it was biblical fast. So what I have here is pasture-raised egg. I'm going to scramble them. They're coming from a neighbor who has their chickens who run in a pasture. And they get fed non-GMO maize is the only grain they get, and the rest of the time they're out in the dirt scratching. And if you'll notice, these are from younger chickens, but you see how much darker the yolk is than your other. I wished I had a regular egg, store egg, and I'd show you. They're pale compared to them. The only other thing I'm going to use in my eggs is this right here. When I can't get the raw butter, when I haven't been to the dairy, this is what I use. Let's see if I can find the ingredient. There it is. And there's what's in it. If I had somebody else's butter, I would show you the difference. Just extra virgin olive oil. This is just a Star brand. I buy all different brands. Extra virgin olive oil is what I use to season my cast iron with. That or raw coconut oil. One other thing I wanted to show you is this. We use this in our daycare. Not daycare, but our pre-K. Because we have to feed lunch. Sometimes we give the kids, flip the phone. Sometimes we give the kids just like lunch meat, cheese, no bread, fruit like strawberries or berries, something like that. Sometimes banana. But I'm gonna flip back. Here is a lunch meat. Now you look at this. It looks healthy. It's deli fresh, hickory smoked, turkey breast. Come over here. No artificial preservatives, no added hormones, no nitrates. Sounds healthy, right? This is why. This is why you have to become a student of reading food labels and understanding food labels and what's in it. You look at the front of that package, it's healthy. Now I'm going to flip back. Here's the back of the package. Now, ingredient list. Turkey breast, water, honey, vinegar, modified cornstarch. Well, I can't get it to do right. Salt, dextrose, sugar, sodium phosphates, and then of all things, carrageenan. Now, why would they need carrageenan in a lunch meat? I can't think of any normal reason. They took a healthy product, labeled it healthy, and then they added sugars, they added salts, they added carrageenan, and what did that do? That made that healthy product just as unhealthy as anything you could put in your mouth. So you got to read labels. You got to read labels. You got to understand what you're reading. And somewhere in Dr. Livingood stuff, he has a list of the foods, of the ingredients. I've got a list that shows, let's see, where did I get this? Wasn't from him. I'll think of her name in a minute. It's a health coach, a woman, but she's got a list that shows sugar, and her list has 59 different names of sugar. on food labels. So you have to learn. I mean, it's hard. You have to be a student. You have to learn it. But I just want everybody to know this. I haven't eaten anything, so what I'm going to eat is 2 scrambled eggs and my coffee with the half and half in it for my breakfast this morning. And I just wanted to try to motivate people to read package labels, read them and understand them. You can't look at the front of the package and it's labeled as with all healthy. I mean, you look at that front label, oh, that's healthy, and I take it home. And after I get it empty, I turn it over and look at it, and here's all this stuff. Now, thankfully, I haven't been eating that. The daycare kids eat it. But that's why you have to stay away from prepackaged foods most of the time. And the butter, the half and half, that's to show you there is healthy options out there at your grocery store or at Walmart. That Horizon half and half and organic cream come from Walmart. You can buy the extra virgin olive oil from Walmart. You'll notice this one here. I'll flip the camera again. But you notice this one here is a glass bottle. And you hear it rattle around. I mean, you know, so that in glass. I try not to get anything in plastic. But yeah, that's the end of my motivational or whatever this morning. I just wanted to try to help everybody along to make good decisions on their food. Because if you're new at this, you will see that package in the store. You will remember some of the things that Dr. Livingood says, and you'll buy it thinking it's healthy. Look at the ingredient label on the thing. Always look at the ingredient label, because all the little fine print, all the little lies lay back there in that label. And I will tell you another thing about how corrupt our system is. Not only the medical system corrupt, but the systems that's been put in place to protect us as American consumers. The FDA, what they have done is, I don't know if you remember it, but I remember it because I was right in the middle of my fight against Candida and trying to get rid of the sugars in my diet. High fructose corn syrup overloads your liver. It overloads it. It puts you into high blood sugar. It spikes it up. It puts you into high insulin mode to push it down. When you're in high insulin mode, you're in fat storage. You're not in fat burning. Also, when the liver gets overloaded with it, it has to do something with it. So where does it put it? It puts it in the fat. So when you start losing weight, you burn fat. When you start eating healthy fats and all of that, and you get rid of the carbs and the sugars, it puts your body into fat burning mode. So you start burning not only the healthy fats you eat, but those that have been stored, the fats that have been stored on your body. Well, when it does, what happens to all the impurities that your body has stored away? They hit your bloodstream again. Then your body has to detox. So that's why a lot of times you will get sicker before you get better. That's why a lot of times you'll start having gut issues, diarrhea, IBS, some of the other things, diverticulosis, colitis. I had to deal with every one of them when I started detoxing off all this mess. And when that 130 pounds come off, and it was over and over and over and over. And that's a grandbaby you hear in there crying. We got one that's spoiled, and he thinks somebody is supposed to pick him up all the time. So we put him in a little swing when he's staying with us and let him throw his little temper fit. So anyhow, you've got to become a student of food labels. You've got to learn what they mean and get it out of your diet. And what I was going to say about the FDA, when public awareness got high enough that people began to know about high fructose corn syrup and what it was doing to their body, there become a healthy push toward buying products without it. So then along comes some advertisements on TV about sugar is sugar no matter what form it is, blah, blah, blah. Well, that was because they were trying to duke us into buying high fructose corn syrup. So now, what they've done, the corn industry lobbied Congress. Lobby money was changed hands. They lobbied Congress, and they got a labeling change. I imagine they went to the FDA and probably lobbied them, put some money in their pocket. So what they done is, at first, they let them leave high fructose off. So it became just corn syrup. Now you'll notice on food labels it will say modified corn syrup. All that's saying is high fructose corn syrup. So, and the the American Heart Association will take money from other companies to put their label on a product such as oatmeal, such as all of the high sugar-laden cereal that we feed our children. And there's nothing healthy about it. There's nothing even heart healthy about it. But yet it carries the American Heart Association label, a seal of approval. So you got to be diligent. You got to work, you got to learn, and you got to put it into action. You cannot trust the front of the package for sure. And then you got to know what the back is telling you when you read it. But I'm gonna let your day go, because like I say, you've heard the screaming grandbaby and all of the teaching activities going on. So I'm fixing to retreat to the yard with a cup of coffee where I don't have to listen to all this. Have a good day, everybody, and hey, I got another video coming I'm going to share. So give me a day or two. I'll put another one together. Goodbye and good luck. I hope every one of you have a good success. It takes work. It takes dedication. It takes a lot of work and a lot of dedication. Believe me, there was times I wanted to quit when I would get to feeling better and the diarrhea would stop. And then all of a sudden, I'd go a week or two that went, and all of a sudden, boom, here it would come again. I didn't understand what was going on until I found Dr. Livingood and dug in and got the information. Well, then I understood that my body was detoxing. It was burning fat. All of that stuff that was in the fat was back into my bloodstream. So it had to do something else with it. Well, the best way to eliminate it is through the gut. So diarrhea again. I wanted to quit a lot of times. I wanted to give up a lot of times. I sat down and cried sometimes because I was tired. I was tired of doing this. I was tired of doing the fight and the battle. It's hard to get off all that, 14 medications. It's hard. Your body will rebel. But you can do it. With the medications, if you've been on them a long time, if you have high blood pressure, if you got something that you're on a maintenance medication, find you a doctor that'll help you get off, that'll monitor your blood pressure. Statins, they told me I needed them for my cholesterol. I never took them because when I looked up statins, I began to realize they were more dangerous than the high cholesterol. But this is your health. You make the decisions. Don't let some doctor bulldog you into doing something you don't want to do. Question him. Make him uncomfortable. Make him mad at you if you have to. I made him mad at me. I made one so mad he wouldn't even see me anymore. And for 2.5 years, I didn't go back. Well, when I went back, he was the only one that was free to see me. But he's the very one that saw the changes of what the Dr. Livingood lifestyle done. He's the very one that come in and said, "Man, what are you doing? You look good. Tell me what you're doing." He's the very one that had been trying to get his kids onto a healthier lifestyle. He's the very one that sat down for 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it was after my checkup. Tell me what you're doing and how you do it. Where do you find the foods? How do you do? And then he's the very one that said, "Man, you need to be teaching this because I have patients that need to know this." So make them mad. You don't know what kind of impact you're making on them. He's the one that I gifted the Livingood Daily book, the Make Food Simple book, because I knew he would read it, and I knew that he would share that with some of his patients now. So you never know the impact you're making into your life and everybody else's when you do it. And another thing, you will run into a lot of discouragement from family, from friends, from people that you know, from people that see the results that you're having. They will be the very ones that will discourage you about doing what you're doing or throw obstacles in your way. You've just got to learn to deal with it. Make them mad. I don't care. Sometimes I make my wife mad, and oh well. I'm one of these that sometimes I'm pretty non-confrontational, but I draw a line in the sand, and when you cross it, you're in my space. The rest of the time, I pretty well let it go. But when it comes to your health, you got to be bold. You got to step out. So, enough. Y'all have a good day. And I'll see you later.